Come on.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And it gets him about 3 yards here on the game's first offensive snap.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Get it. Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A pickup of 17. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
They give to Taylor, right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go. Gravity Lions. Ready, right?
Throwing now, Richardson. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
8 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
Sly lining up for the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Texans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Stroud off the play fake. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a first down, Texans. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stopped. Him after a solid game.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Stroud off of play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
And the Texans first down.
Stroud from the pistol. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's That drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Shotgun now, first round. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That one intended for Joe Mixon. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Cut by Collins on the slant. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready.
On play action, here's Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Gould on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Low finding his back, Mixon. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit.
Free up the middle, it's a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Tank Dell the touchdown.
Kate, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he was able to throw that ball right over their heads.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk set. 19. Charge.
They'll start on the ground. Taylor. Space left sideline, And he's off to the races. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Man in motion here. Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Stroud now. Escapes the pocket. Collins got it left side. A lot of space ahead. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Stroud again. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
Here we go.
Again, Stroud. Chased out to his right. Stroud is hit. The ball is out. And this one kicks out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but a tough spot now after a massive loss. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy. But sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Gould on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Richardson on third. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10
19,
at the 43-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, Taylor. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
He was brought down by
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 50-yard
Working from the
line.
gun, it's Richardson. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down Colts.
First and 10 at the 17.
In the red zone on first. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a second quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Colts take a 4-point lead.
Texans 17.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And he wasn't chancing a return there. Putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
To the air, Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rodney Thomas has got it. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
First and goal, here's Taylor. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his third total score this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground, he's just been a difference maker.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Caleb Farley ranging over for that stop.
It's a gain of 4.
They cut the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. Into the hands of Dell. And he's gonna be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. That one connects. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 1-score game in the first half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4.
Texans 24. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QBs.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
70. 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Let's go now.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Richardson on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Extra point is up and good from slot. And the Colts drive their lead to 11.
Texans 24.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Try and get it to Nico Collins. And it sets up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Look at that power, deep left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nick Cross has it. So we'll get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it. That is a gold star effort.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Working inside the red zone. Once more into the hands of Pittman. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down. Check out.
1st and goal, they go option. And he will get into the end zone for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Colts push their lead to 18.
Texans 24.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
All right.
Back to throw it. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
The final throw before the break. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. 1st down throw by Stroud. Again, he connects with Collins. Into the red zone. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game.
42. Texans 31. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Taylor now up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that takes them to third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Down the field. He's got Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's incomplete left side.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Richardson now on second and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Colts push their lead to 18.
Texans 31.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Stroud. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the third. Nico Collins with the touchdown. A fourth for him in this game, and one more ties the record. And that is his fourth touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game.
Texans 38. Fairbairn to kick
Here's Gould on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Taylor from the pistol. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Going from the pistol, Richardson finds him over the middle. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They get 23 on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a 3-possession game. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This is a heater going deep. Yeah, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Well, right side, hauled in by Collins. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 16 yards.
Here's Stroud again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. We've set it downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Cougar 19. The Cougar 19. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
It's 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. The Colts pick it up. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Colts capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
66. Texans 38.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
They go play action with Stroud. Counts. This is Nolan. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensive.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of
Here we
scrimmage.
go. Check.
Option give to Taylor. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
All right.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
He's finding his back, Mixon. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They're going for this. This connects with Schultz. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. How about 19 yards on fourth down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our third quarter. Nothing comes from it as we hit the break. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Mills to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to St. Dell there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Got his man. This is Noel. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first
Trying
down.
to throw this from the gun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own
First look, a little
21-yard
pistol
line.
formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19.
Now a handoff to Taylor. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long.
In punt formation.
Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Texans
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Well, we've been keeping close track as he approached, and apparently the whole stadium was keeping track of this one as well, because what a celebration out there now as he sets a new single-game record for receiving yards.
I wish everybody could see the booth right now, because your stat man, he's been handing you that stat as we've gotten closer and closer and closer. We erupted like everybody in the building. We watched history today.
At the Colts 4-yard.
Here's Mills to throw. Drop pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. There he goes, right sideline. At the 20.
Mills pass. Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Running in here with Giddens. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Another for Giddens. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Giddens. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 4 yards on the play, Brock, and now we've got ourselves a 4th and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Looking to throw, Mills. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing here, Mills. On the move, headed right. Dumping it off here to Mixon. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on. That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
This is Giddens. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now carried by Giddens. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll air it out on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. The Colts ready for the punt. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Hauls in this punt at the 8. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Mills looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Here's Mills. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. He dodged the tackle. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. No, the Colts got to it first.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, I guess sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's 2nd down. Mills back to throw. And this one's going to be incomplete as well. Repeat of the last play. Defender there to deny them the catch. Now it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. They'll throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.